I am so sorry. I made a huge mistake. I forgot to set up my computer or my phone to record sideways. I know you're going to be so upset with me, especially the folks who like to watch on their TV. They're going to be so darn upset with me, and I am so very sorry, friends. That was an accident. It was nighttime. Well, it is nighttime, and I was trying to set my phone up, and I completely forgot to do the horizontal for the folks who enjoy watching on their TV set. So please forgive me. What I've done is I've tossed over some green hay for Chucky, or Mr. Chuck. It's right over there on the ground. But he doesn't really want green hay. He would like to have one of those muffins. So if you'll bear with me just for a moment, I'll grab him a couple. Now, what he would really like me to do is let him out. He would love to be let out so he can run around and go back with them horses, I bet you. Because them horses are a lot of fun. Them horses are a lot of fun. Were them horses so much fun? Here, people want to watch you have a snack. Don't drop them all, okay? Easy, please. Watch my fingers, okay? Oh, them horses were fun to mess with, wasn't they? You love messing with some horses, right? Oh, Chuckster, you old big guy, you big galoot. The old Chucky Poo. You love messing with horses, don't you? And now you're in here with a bunch of longhorns, and they're not near as fun. Longhorns are not near as fun as horses when it comes to Chuck. We're gonna feed Barnadette too. Come on, sweetie, let's get you something to eat. You need some dinner, sweetie. If you guys will hold on a second. Oh, I'm so proud of her. She's eating her dry food like a good girl. I know she's eating her dry food so good, and I'm so proud of her for that. We got some Barnadette wet food over here, and that's really exciting. Looky here, this flavor. This is with beef gravy. Whoa, sweetie, are you serious? You're eating with beef gravy? Over here, sweetie. Let's turn this camera around so people can... Ow! Why did you bite me? You gotta stop doing that, silly. Come here. Okay, now I done scared her. Well, that was... I know she bit me out of love, but my God. That reminds me of some of those people. Y'all ready to sing to her? Everybody ready? On 3, 2, 1, and go. Meow, 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 meow. Meow, 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 meow. Meow, 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 meow. Meow, 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 meow. Okay. I don't get it. I don't get it for why y'all can handle Barnadette getting a Meow Mix song, yet you cannot handle Chucky getting a song about muffins. That really makes no logical sense whatsoever. Meow Mix is okay, but don't you dare sing about a man getting muffins, because that is not okay. Enjoy, sweetie. We love you. We love you too, Chuck. We just can't sing to you as much unless we do it low key. So in case you're just joining, you've probably heard that I accidentally forgot when I set up the live. I completely forgot to turn everything horizontal. That's why you guys who watch on your TV, or those who watch on like your laptop, are having to see everything turned in the up and down vertical position. And for that, I am sorry, y'all. I am sorry. I just forgot. I got busy. I got to moving fast and I just completely forgot. And then when it said take your thumbnail, and I tried to take a thumbnail, my thumbnail was turned sideways. I'm like, wait a minute. What did I just do here? Good morning, sir. Good afternoon. What am I meaning good morning? Hi, buddy. Hi to hello. Rita, can you back up and be sweet, baby? Can y'all be sweet while I open the gate up? All right, I'm gonna just take their feed and from the bucket and walk in and feed them from here. You guys walk with me. I will leave the side-by-side running for the light source. I'll stick my hand through there so I have a hand. No kicking. Look out. Watch out, baby. Move your hiney. Sweetie, move your hiney. Do you have to do that, sweetie? Do you have to do that? You're going to move out of the way. Roman, I need you to move. Rita, sweetie, come on now. Roman, back it up. Back. Rita, move your... Oh, Roman, back up. Rita, don't even think about it, sweetie. We're about to give you and Roman a bite to eat. Guys, walk with me, please. All we get to do... Roman, you are right on my ass. Look at this. He is literally right... He's like right over my shoulder. He's right... He goes, well, you have a headlight. I can't see nothing without your light, Daddy. Here, Roman. Sheesh. Here. There you go. Rita, over here, sweetie. Roman was literally right over my back. Oh my gosh. His head was looking over my shoulder. You're not that hungry. They have plenty of water for the night. I'm not going to fill up their waters this late. I filled their waters up before I left earlier today. So I will not be filling up their water again until tomorrow morning. All right. So y'all give me a moment to get out this gate. And I'm not giving them muffins right now because muffins are only a snack. Now remember, I gave Chuck the muffins because he's not getting a full course meal. He's having to eat with the other cows. Like, you know, how cows eat, like grazing, foraging, and all of that kind of good stuff. That's what poor Chuck has to do. I will take some of this green hay and drive down the fence line a little ways and toss it over. I will not toss it over here in the mud. And also, I don't always put hay inside their, not their green hay. They have their dry hay. But I don't always put green hay inside there with them unless we have inclement weather. And I want to keep the hay dry. Otherwise, I would prefer them to get out a little bit, walk around, exercise, and get their hay off the ground. So I'll come down to about here where there's no mud. There's no mud whatsoever over here. And I'll toss over these flakes of green hay. I brought 3 flakes with me. Hopefully Roman will get 2 of them. Yeah, there goes one. I'll separate a few feet and get one over there. There's 2. There's a lot of broken up hay in here. Look at all this broken hay. Oh my golly gee. Look at all of this broken hay. This is good hay. Oh, I don't want to pick it up because I'm going to get all nasty. And I don't want to get my clothes all nasty. I've already had me a shower. Actually, I had me a bath tonight. So I don't want to get all itchy. But there's a lot of good green hay here. I'm just going to toss it over by the handfuls. And they can come by and eat it a little bit later on tonight. All right, I'll let them have the rest of that tomorrow. Today was an exciting day. Several things happened today that many of you guys already know about if you watch the videos, the actual videos. But we had the guys come out and measure for our horse barn or stable. Yeah, we're gonna call it a stable because I just like that. Never had a stable. And then we also had what we think may have been a Sadie sighting. You heard me right, a Sadie siding, S-I-G-H-T-I-N-G, a Sadie siding. Chuck, I was gonna come through there and drive around and have a peek, but I don't wanna open that gate if you're right there. I don't wanna open that gate and have him run through, and I don't wanna raise my spanky stick up at him. It's already later. Most of the cows are all laid down in the barn there, and I wish he would just go with them. But it doesn't matter. I don't have to drive down through the back tonight. I was gonna drive by and show you all what I saw last night, or I'm sorry, this morning, with what we think might have been Sadie. But I will say that she was quite frightened and did not want. Now I'm not saying it for sure was Sadie, but anyone that watched that video saw what I saw, and what's amazing is we saw it together. All right, the horses are locked up, double locked. The cows are locked up with the double lock. When I say double lock, I put the chain and I put the elastic strap, the bungee cord. I'm not going to lock this gate here. I don't need to. Only the little calves can come in there, and Barnadette, and she doesn't mind. The muffins are good. All right, well, let's go ahead and park this ride, and we'll have a little chit chat if you guys want to. I'll show you something cool. Now, I know that I know that, let me stop this and turn the lights off. I know that both Justin and Jeff showed you guys this on their video. This is my thermo monocular. And this is what I was gonna do, is go down and have a look around, see if I can find any dogs. So I'm gonna turn this thing on, take off the lens cover. Now, I'm not gonna lie, it's gonna be hard for you all to see. And I'm gonna have to try to find a way to make it to where you can see. Let me do it first and get it all set up. Right now, okay. So I'm gonna try this. Where is the eye of my phone? I need to find the eye of my phone. There's the eye of my phone right there. Let me see, okay. There. Looky here. Can y'all see what I see right there? I know it's not perfect for you all because there's no way you can see the way I see. I'll zoom over here and we'll try to do the same thing. Oh, that's not working out, guys. I know you can't see anything like this. It's not fair for you trying to see, but it really is cool for me to be able to look my eye in there and see things, and I can see it crystal clear. I know through the phone you guys can't, but I'm able to see things crystal clear. And yes, you probably do hear all of the frogs. You know, we had rain yesterday, and now there are several. I'm trying to turn this off. Okay, that's been shut down. That's good right there. Let me put that lens cover back on there. I've talked a lot about this, how much I love it. But the problem with this is that there's no way to get the images that I record, to go from there to my phone or even to my computer. So it does come with a cord, a cable, but that cable is of no use to us because I use a Mac, and that cable only goes to a PC. So if you don't know the difference, it's okay. It's not a big deal. Just know that I have some really amazing images that I've recorded with that thing, both still shots and videos. Yet, I can't even show them to you all because I'm not able to pull them onto my computer or to my phone. So that's kind of the downfall. If I was ever, and what I'm saying is, because I use the phone and the computer, the Mac, I would never go off and buy one of those because it wouldn't be conducive to me. Darn it, Chuck is still there. We're gonna do something, we're gonna cheat a little bit. I really do want to take a drive with you to the back. So we're just gonna cheat and go a different way. And that boy better not walk over here. You guys hold on a second. He better not walk over here. I'm gonna open up this barn and we're gonna drive through here and go through one of the barn gates. Not to worry, we have a bunch of barn gates here. We have us a bunch of barn gates. We'll take that one right there. And Chuck, do not come over here. Please do not come over here. In case you're just joining, yes, I do apologize for not having the phone set to the horizontal mode. I know you guys prefer that horizontal mode. But when I was getting everything set up, I was in a little bit of a hurry. He did not even touch his green hay. He's like, I ain't eating that. I am a muffin eater. I don't need green hay. What I need is muffins. All right, he's over there. Let me close my barn back up. Yes, this is a nighttime video, friends. And so if you are having a hard time seeing, I can promise you I am too. Pretty much the rule of thumb is that when it comes to Mother Nature, be it wind or rain or, nighttime, what you see is what you get. Because I don't have the kind of powers to give you light or stop the wind. So here's all of our other longhorns laid up in there. I'm just going to drive along with the bright lights on and kind of spotlight the pasture. I think I might hear a train off in the far distance. I do. It's getting closer. So let me waste a little bit of time and drive across this way. See if we can find some deer out here. I don't see any. Wouldn't that be so wonderful if we drove up and Sadie was over here laying around by the cows or something? Wouldn't that be just the most amazing thing ever? She came home. I would love that. So in case let me wait for that train to pass by. It's really loud. And I don't see any deer out tonight either. So I'll just stop here. We can all listen to that train together. We turn off these lights. So the only light source right now was what I have on my headlight. Don't be scared, y'all. Don't be scared. I'm here with you. So this morning on the live video, we were getting towards the end of the live. And I noticed all of the cows. We were actually watching Chucky, or Chuck, Uncle Chuck. And I noticed all of the cows kind of turning and looking and sort of running in a direction away from the back. They were off in the back and they all come running this way into their barn and they all begin to look back at the same time. And so I looked with the phone, through the phone, and obviously you all saw what I saw. We saw a white Great Pyrenees. And she was right here by this pond over here. We'll drive over there now. She was right by that pond. And I probably should have not panicked and got emotional. But I start screaming, Sadie, Sadie, getting all worked up, trying to call her. And what I should have done was probably just jumped on the side-by-side and took off. But I wasn't that smart, and I didn't think on my feet. I don't think well on my feet. But I did eventually make my way to the side-by-side and drove down. And then, this is what's crazy. There were actually 2 other dogs with her. There was a black dog and a different white dog. Now, the black dog and the white dog both ran off. Immediately, they were spooked. They were scared of me, and they were spooked. And they took off. But the one that I thought could have been Sadie, and guys, anyone who saw the video can vouch for this, and anyone can go back and watch that live. It's still on YouTube, and I even put the link over to Facebook. But the thing is, this is the pond. This is where she was at, right here in front of me, right here. She literally walked right the same way I'm driving is this way that she walked, She stopped and got her a drink right there. And then whenever, at around right through here somewhere, I saw the other two dogs come out. Another white dog and a black dog. Like they were their own little pack. And so I jump on the side-by-side and take off down this direction. The one white dog and the black dog, they scattered. They took off. They were gone. But the Sadie type dog did not run off as fast. She ran to the tree line and turned around and looked back at me. And she squatted down there for a minute, and I pulled up and I called her, and she ran a little bit further, and then she looked back at me again. And then she ran a little bit further and looked back at me again. And you guys who saw the video saw her. She was like just watching, like wondering. Anyway, at some point she finally did run off. And all we could do was watch her run off. You're not going to chase her down. You're not going to chase her and catch her. But she was right here where I'm shining my light, right there. Right there. She was right there looking right at me. And I got that on a video. And then she ran over here and looked at me. She'd come back over here and looked at me. And then she finally trotted down along this little creek over here until she was finally gone and out of sight. So I've been reading things from folks today. They're suggesting I put out food, suggesting I put out some of my clothing. Some are suggesting that I try to trap her. I don't know what's the best thing to do. And I can tell you right now, along with pretty much every other topic of discussion, there's going to be 500 different suggestions of what I should do. I only ask you to let me be patient and try to figure this out. What I'm going to do is keep an eye out and see if I see her walk back over here again. And if maybe at some point she hears my voice, she sees the cows, you know, she knows that we're trying to make contact with her, then just maybe. And then let me remind you guys what happened the day before yesterday. We were also on a live video, and we were right about through here somewhere. Now, there's the horses right here, right now. Don't worry about them. There's the horses. They're fine. But if some of you guys were watching that live video, oh, look at this. I have wire down. I have a break in my wire. How did I just run across that? I have a break in my wire, friends. Now, I'm not too concerned about anything right now because there is the DMZ. Let me zoom in. There's a neighbor's fencing. And believe it or not, the neighbor's fencing is actually in pretty good shape all the way down. It's only in bad shape right over there closer. I'm going to put that there so I can find it easier to come back and fix that. But a couple of days ago, all of those cows were walking down along here. And I think it was Reba and Dolly just stopped. And they were staring out here at something. And then before you know it, almost all of the other longhorns came to join them. And they had spotted something. They were watching something right over through here. At the time, I had no idea. I just thought, you know, you never know. You had no idea what they saw, what they heard, what they smelled. But now that I saw what we saw this morning, it makes me think that it maybe, possibly, could that also had been, could they have seen or smelled maybe the same thing? And now that if it is Sadie and she's running with a pack of dogs, not just by herself, I mean, she's not the same Sadie, obviously. And so there's a lot of people I was reading in the comments who say she's probably taken on kind of a, like a feral. Maybe she's more feral now is the word that they're using. I don't know. I feel so bad for her if it is her. But like I said this morning on that same live, I don't know. Didn't get a chance to get so, close enough to see anything for certain. But all I can hope is that if it is her, she's living somewhere and someone's feeding her and taking care of her. And if it's not her, well, I at least hope that wherever she is, she's well and she's happy and she's being fed, taken care of. That's all you can really wish for your babies. I'm just going to go ahead and leave this side-by-side parked right here tonight, and we'll just walk up. Okay. Hey, Barnadette, sweetie. You ever get bored out here by yourself? Or do you like hanging out hunting mice? It's like, no, the mice keep me company. Look at this. Lester Eugene Morrow Jr. Golly gee. That is something I picked up. I've been dragging it who knows how long. Just been dragging it along. She's like, no, the mice keep me plenty company. I also see birds on occasion, and birds are always fun to chase. Just don't catch too many birds around here. She goes, but thank you for that dry food. That dry food sure is yummy, and I love that. Even though the wet food is by far my favorite. You like that wet food more, right, baby? All right, I love you. I'll see you tomorrow, okay? I'll bring you some more of that good food tomorrow, and we'll sing your favorite song. Got to make sure we sing her song for her tomorrow, y'all. Hey, you guys don't leave yet. I'm trying to show y'all something here with my thermal monocular. Let me see if I can find a way to turn it on first. Roman is so funny when I turn this on. Roman is the funniest thing to look at. Roman and Chuck. Okay, it's coming on. Y'all bear with me. I'm trying to figure this out, okay? I'm trying to put the eye. There's Roman in the thermal monocular. Okay. I can see Roman moving around over there. Then there's Chuck. Can somebody get a screenshot of that, please? Can one of my moderators get me a screenshot of Chuck? Hold on. What did I do? I tried to zoom it in. Lester and Eugene Morrow Jr., just stop messing with buttons. Stop pushing buttons. Stop pushing buttons. I lost them. Stop laughing, Lester. You're going to make it all wobbly. Let's try to go over here where I don't have to fight and get where the fence is not in my way, okay? We're going to go over here where there's not a fence in my way. All right, y'all, let me find them first. Okay, here we go. This is just a one-on-one ratio. Where's it at? Trying to find the eye. There he is. There's Roman. There's Chuck. There's Roman. And then the other longhorn are all in there sleeping. These are really neat. These are really neat things. I just wish I had a way to make it to where I could send y'all videos and pictures that I took using these, because there's some really neat images that I'm able to capture that I can never share with you. I mean, they're good because that right there was horrible. Nobody's gonna brag on that. You should just give these couple of muffins to Roman right quick because he's a good guy, okay? I'll leave those right there. And then I'll walk inside, and if you want to talk for a bit, we can chit-chat. I'm gonna grab me a Diet Pepsi. I wonder if Rita is laid back down, because Rita normally comes out with Roman, but I bet you she has laid down for the night. Hope she's feeling okay. That kind of worries me a little bit to see Rita laying down when, it wouldn't bother me at all if Rita and Roman were together. Hey, here. Hey, come here. But because Rita's not here, I have a headlight on my head. Hold on. I'll turn it on so y'all can see. There we go. Where's Rita? Where's Rita? And why are you out here by yourself and not with Rita? You guys having a little argument? Y'all having a little argument maybe? Did she do something to bother you and now you're very upset? You're just, oh no. Rita's eating that green hay. Rita's eating all your green hay. I see her now. She's not laying down. She's eating all of your green hay, sir. Rita is eating all of that green hay that I put out for Roman and Rita. I thought Rita might have gone to bed early, but no. She's over here eating the green hay, and that's fine. Sweet baby. No, don't come over here now. You didn't want to come over here earlier. Don't come over here and bother Rita. Let her have that green hay. You were over there hanging out with Chuck, and that's fine. So not to worry about Rita. I was like, why is Rita just laying down and not out hanging out with Roman? But the truth of the matter is, Rita has come out to eat some delicious green hay. She's like, I'm not going to stand in that mud over there, Roman, for no reason. That's foolish. I'm going to come get me a bite of Daddy's green hay because it's yummy and nutritious. You're doing a good job, sweetie. And Daddy loves you so much, okay? You keep on eating. Put your ears pretty, baby. Put your ears, Roman. You're making her put her ears down, and we don't like when Rita puts her ears down like that. We don't like when she puts her ears like that, do we, bud? We don't like that about her, and she does it all the time when you or me are around. We can't do nothing right, can we? You and me can't do nothing right. No, we can't do anything right, me and him. We always get in trouble. I'm just gonna cut across here to the RV, take my boots off and go on inside. Yeah, the ground is very sloshy and muddy, and it doesn't matter if it rains an inch or 3 or 5. We have a really unique soil type here. Lots of clay in our soil. And so we're blessed for that in the fact that clay holds moisture, which is why there was still grass here even during the droughts that we had for those 2 years. We had 2 years of severe drought that many of you guys know about. And we were able to keep grass at this property, whereas in Plum Grove, and it's me, goofballs, whereas in Plum Grove and at the ranch, the South Ranch, we lost every blade of grass. There was nothing but dirt. Why are you in my chair, sweetie? Why are you over in my chair? I don't know why she's in my chair. Anyway, let me grab me, I should get me a water bottle. That's probably more healthy. Come on, sweetie. I'm just going to read some comments. You guys can do your own thing. I'm going to take off this headlamp, turn that off. Okay, grab these glasses. I will not need a hat. I'm not wearing a hat now. Come on. Why are you sitting on my couch? This is where I sit. This is where I sit and where Mr. Jeff slept. Don't ask why. That's where Mr. Jeff slept, right there where you're at. So yeah, I still have my clothes here from earlier. I guess I'll just put all my clothes over here. Oh, Lordy. All right, we're going to all just stare at the fire. Can we all just stare at the fire while we talk? We'll stare at the fire, Christmas, and Trixie. And let me open my water bottle. All right, so now I'm going to read some comments. Lester is looking out the window. Yeah, someone noticed the cutout. Baby, don't get on me. I don't want to love right now, sweetie. Mm. Oh, Carly. Guys, this is the sweetest thing. I hope that everyone will like this comment. Carly. Oh my God. She just slapped my arm and water went all over my face. There's Propel is cold and it went all over my face. It just like, oh gosh, I'm so embarrassed. No, move. They act like I haven't loved them forever and I love them all the time. Get on up there and go to bed. Just get on up there and go to bed. Just go to bed. Hey, get off this couch. Get down. Go, get down. This is not your couch. You get over there and go to bed with her. No, I'm not loving on you. Oh, gosh, you think that I'm being mean to them. Anyway, what I was saying was a really sweet comment come across just now. And it says, I'm a little mad I didn't follow Lester sooner. Carly, I don't know. Are you nuts? Are you one of those crazies? Because a lot of crazies follow me. And a lot of good people who are not crazy too. I'm just playing, y'all. I'm playing. But Carly, thank you. That's really a sweet compliment, and I'm happy to welcome you to the channel. I always hope that I'm able to bring you something. There's so many channels and so many people competing for your time, and I hope you find something special here. I'm not mad at you, baby, but you just can't put your hands on my face. That's like a no-no. I think any good dog trainer would teach you that you can't just always just put your hands on my face. Okay? I'm not mad at you, but I'm just saying. Okay. All right, I'm back to the comments now. Melissa, I second that, Carly. Melissa, you guys are being really sweet. I don't know what you want from me. I have nothing to offer. I have nothing to offer besides Christmas. I have Christmas year-round, this old flea bag. You want an old flea bag year-round? An old flea bag? That's all I have to offer, is a year-round flea bag. I know she loves me. Lester, when the barn is complete, will you bring Voodoo, Storm, Prim, and Bucky's to the JL Ranch? No. No, ma'am. No way. So I understand why you would ask that question, because you're probably wondering, why would you go ahead and build a barn bigger than what you need? And so I talked about this a while back. Now, this was before we were talking to Justin about Chuck. But when we talked a while back about the 2 horses that are here and that are going to live their forever home, the rest of their life here, in Rita and Roman, we always talked about the possibilities of what if Jamie needs to bring the horses over because of drought or because of something to do with the weather, or whenever Plum Grove has to evacuate because of flooding and we need a place. Don't forget that Brienne, my niece, has 3 horses over there. I don't really know exactly how many horses there are total over there, because there's many horses, there's big horses. But I think that it's better to go ahead and go bigger and grow into it if you need to, instead of going smaller and then not having enough space if you need it. And I think that you guys would agree with that. So I would rather go ahead and have the 8-stall barn and grow into it if we need to, than instead of having it too small. So there's a lot of folks who are filling me in. So Jake has 2 horses, but now Jake's property, even though it is low, it's not going to flood. There's nothing near Jake's place that can flood as far as creeks or rivers. So I don't think that Jake would ever need to evacuate anything from over there to over here. But Brienne, where she lives, absolutely will. At some point, she will. And then there are many donkeys, Ellie and Megan. do have 4 mini donkeys, the ABCs, and I forgot the name of the other one, the little bit larger one. So thank you guys for filling me in on all the things that I probably should know. Jamie needs another mini donkey. No, Jamie is pretty much maxed out. We are concerned about, we need to get some grass to grow in that other pasture, the one where we put the pond was dug recently, because we need to move donkeys back over there pretty soon. Did someone say that that donkey's name is Andy? I don't know. Wow, Daphne's going to fill everybody in. Daphne says she knows. There are 6 horses. 3 belong to Bree, 2 from Uncle Dan, 1 from Paw Paw, and then Dan has a mini cows. Okay. So I will say that my only concern with everybody who is raising animals there in Plum Grove is the fact that I've preached this, y'all. I've preached this. And so I'm only one guy, and what Lester says is not, it's not the way it has to be. But I just don't feel comfortable with people having so many animals if they do not have a way to evacuate those animals when Mother Nature, unleashes her fury, her wrath. And everyone knows that Plum Grove is now prone to flooding with all of the development. Plum Grove is now prone to flooding. And it scares me that there are so many people who love to have the animals. Animals make great content, for a channel. And animals are fun to love on, and they're fun to, to feed and groom. And they, you make your videos and all the stuff. But none of those creators have gotten stuck or caught off guard. And, we were able to evacuate almost everybody's babies to the South Ranch when we had that horrible flood in May. And Jake ended up running his cows down the road to a neighbor. My dad left his goats out on pasture. And by the grace of God, Stephanie, Buddy, I think Brienne, Laramie, all went out in canoes and gathered them all up and got them to safety. But it's scary. It's scary to have animals in a place where it floods. I've told L.E. that, obviously he's my son, and L.E. is obviously my priority when it comes to, so if there was ever going to be a situation where we had to evacuate, obviously I would coordinate with L.E., my son, and try to get all the animals off of that farm first. But with everyone else having so many, there's a lot more animals there now than what there were back in May. Think about it. And now with, and then I'll say this, and I'm not trying to talk mess. I'm trying to talk fact. Sister Kim has been real fortunate with the last several floods, that it's come right to her back door, but has never come inside. But at some point, it eventually will. One of these days, we will get an inch or 2 more than we've gotten in the past, and it will come in her home. And it will go into Ellie and Megan's home. It will. It's going to go into Stephanie and Buddy's home. And everyone else has experienced water in their homes. Many have lost their homes to water. And it scares me for them to know that they sit there and they just keep their fingers crossed and say their prayers. And as of now, they've not gotten water in their homes. But that's just a matter of time. All right, back to the questions. Oh, yes, Ellie has 18 less ducks. That was cute. I saw that he donated some ducks to Jake's new property. So I don't speak for Jamie, friends. But all I do is I look out across the pastures, and I know how many acres, and I know how much grass horses eat. And if you don't want to find your horses living in a dry lot, and don't get me wrong, there's a lot of horse people on here who would probably say the best thing they ever done was got their horse onto a dry lot where they can control everything that goes in that horse's mouth. But that's where I would like to imagine that a horse's best life is being able to graze a green pasture and walk up into the shelter of the barn when to get out of the elements and have its roughage with its dry hay or its green hay. But I'm not a horse expert. I don't know much about horses at all. But today, Dr. Cochran was there, and she said that there's a lot of people who dry lot their horses year round. I don't know why. I didn't ask. I don't have any desire to ask. But I see people right here who say, yes, I agree, I agree, I agree, I agree, I agree. There's also who think that if they could ever die and come back as a horse, the last thing you'd ever want is to be stuck on a dry lot. You'd want to be a wild stallion out running across the plains. So the rule of thumb is 5 acres for every horse, is what my father-in-law always told me. So I've heard similar. I've heard it was 4 acres per horse unless you supplement. If you supplement, you can get by with less than that. And I've also heard it's 1 acre for every cow unless you supplement. Well, but no, I just feel like, oh my God, look what I've allowed. Look what I have allowed. Guys, I'm a horrible parent. I am a horrible, horrible parent. Did I not just ask you to leave and go sit somewhere else? Baby, I just told you to go sleep somewhere else. Don't look at me like that. I'm happy that you're here, okay? I'm happy you came with me. We have this beautiful rug they could lay on. I put down those green little comforters. Those were really cheap. And I got one for each couch. So the babies could go lay over there and not have to ever sit on the couch that I like to sit on. I like to put the recliner down. I'm not going to do it now and show my feet. But, she knows what I'm talking about. If you end up scratching the couch, what I'm doing is sipping my water. When you guys hear me take those little drinks, I'm not trying to be gross. I'm just taking sips of my water. Heck, I'm going to go ahead and cozy this chair on back a little bit. Y'all just ignore my feet. I'll put them underneath like that. There we go. At least I'm leaned back a little bit further. Justin likes that rug. It's a nice rug. Yeah, isn't that interesting that we have the same initials as he and Lauren? JL, Justin, and Lauren. She wants you to hold her paw. I'm not going to hold her paw. Okay, fine, I will. There, sweetie. Okay. Are y'all seeing me on TV again? No, you can't. We see you on TV. No, you don't. You can maybe make out maybe a little bit of a silhouette. There, we're not going to stare at that dirty couch. We'll just have to stare at Trixie, I guess. Yes, the JL rug was a gift that come from Miss Tina, and she's the alpaca lady. She's the one that comes by every year and shears our alpaca. Okay. So they're not really thermal leggings, Heather. Heather, they're sweatpants, okay? They're just old sweatpants. And I don't wear gray because I've been told I'm not allowed to, so I wear black, okay? Yes, you can watch YouTube on your TV. That's the way I watch YouTube from my TV. That's why I'm so sorry that I have you guys up and down. I normally put the horizontal on. Well, Ninja Tuber says, why can't you wear gray? If you don't know this, Ninja Tuber, lots of ladies, when men wear their grays, well, you already know. Yeah, Vonda says Tina has a business where she makes things from her alpaca fiber. And yes, she does do that. So, all right. Well, no, I'll just say that. Just know that this barn project will not be something that you see happen overnight. It has to happen in steps. And step one was getting the concrete poured and all of that, found the I think they call it the framing, the foundation, and all of that stuff. And then what we'll do is save some money, and then we'll come back when we're able to, and we will go ahead and make that deposit on the building. And then those guys will come out at some point and start putting that thing together. We'll probably have to rent one of those lifts like we did for the other buildings. So this is I think it's going to be 14 foot high in the middle. So I will say that my only concern is I could not really think of a better place to put it, and I do not want it to be an eyesore out in that middle pasture. Because personally, when I drive by or when I sit here and look out across the pasture, I just love the open view. And, you know, I have the pasture where you see the bullpen. That barn is pushed far enough off to the side where it does not distract and take away from the beauty of that big, open, wide pasture. And then when you look out the side of the RV over here, those barns are off to the side. They're pushed back far enough where there's nothing to take away and block your view. But the only downfall to that horse barn that we're talking about is because it's going to have walls and stalls and all the things that people are insistent that we have. It's just going to kind of put a little bit of a damper on the view around here, I'm afraid. But it is the best place for it. It's up on the hill. It'll be a lot of water runoff. So, well, friends, I'm going to let you guys go. I've had you for almost an hour. Thank you guys for taking a chance to ride around with me a little bit and feeding the animals, saying hi to Chuck, giving a couple of muffins to Roman, and then, of course, sitting here while we talk, watching these two sweet girls nap. We appreciate you, and we're blessed to have you. Just so darn thankful for everything. And we will catch you guys in the morning. Remember, tomorrow I have to go a little bit earlier than normal because my dad starts his live at 8. And that's our time, Central. So I try to be off the live before my dad starts. If I don't, I have to wait until 9 when my dad gets off. And I could do it either way, but... All right, well, thank you all for watching. And then once again, to those sweet ladies with the compliments, I appreciate that. I really do hope that you find yourself a happy place here where you can relax and smile, laugh, get away from some of the riffraff on some of the other social media channels, and just enjoy watching these animals live their best life. And it's always an adventure. And then I always say it's funner and gooder. And yeah, those are words that I came up with, but it's always funner and gooder doing stuff with people you love and care about. And I stick to that. You guys have a great night and sweet dreams to you all. Bye now.